guys that don't know what Senate Bill 105 is, that's the bill that's going to force Gary into bankruptcy. And so we don't want to amend the bill. We want to completely cut out the bill. We want it to be removed from the bill.
Yeah.
The only thing that the city of Gary would like to see in a bill like that is if the city of Gary wants to, if the city of Gary has gone to its last leg, which will not happen under my administration, I may add, but if we get to our last leg, we always want to have the option on our terms to be able to go downstate and request that bankruptcy relief. So that's the only amendment we want to see there. Thirdly, after we go downstate, after we tell them that Gary is back open for business and the people here are concerned about what's going on down there, we're going to come back here because our county officials have also been trying to suck the city of Gary up. They've been doing these studies about the court systems, so not just the Lake County courts, but also the city of Gary courts. They've been doing these studies about sucking up the fire department into a county-wide fire department. We want to make sure they understand that we are not interested in any of it. So that's day 3. Day 4. Day 4, because we got a lot of days here. Day 4, we have to come back to Gary and we have to sit down with every precinct committeeman, each district and at-large council person, and we have to see what their plan is. For the last 4 years that I've sat on the council, everything has been yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, we want to privatize the trash collection system. Yes, we want to go down to DUAB board to request relief. We want to know, why are they doing this to us? Why do they continue to vote for things that they know are hurting this community? So we need to ask them that. We need some real answers from them. And finally, the last but not least by far, we have got to talk to the people in this community. And I'm so happy to see you all here, but I know that you all are concerned about what goes on in Gary. I know that you want to see Gary be better, but there are a lot of people out there that kind of write off what's happening in City Hall. We need to find them because those are the people who can really help us turn this city around. We need to know where they are. We need to talk to them. We need to go to their homes. We need to touch them in any way that we can. So that's after we win on May 3rd. Now, everybody asks, you don't have any money. What are you going to do when you win on January 1st? What are you going to do your first day in? Well, I think there's a number of things that we can do that don't cost us anything. When I was first elected to the council, I brought up the residency requirement ordinance that basically says if you work for the city of Gary, you have to live here. That's the gist of it. Well, I think I had 2 votes on my side and 7 the other way. Because they said, well, this ordinance is already on the books. Well, what has happened is we have gotten so complacent with not following our own ordinances that nobody cares anymore. We have noise ordinances and we have your yard must be clean ordinances. But we've just gotten so away from that. So we have to start enforcing every ordinance on our books. And the residency requirement ordinance is one that we can put in place immediately, maybe giving people 6 months to move in who don't live here. But it's something that we can put in force immediately that will begin to bring our tax base back to Gary. And that's what we're missing. We're missing our tax base. They're taking the dollars and they're driving out to Maryville or driving out to wherever they live and they're spending them there. So we have to stop that. But that's something that you can do on day 1 with no dollars. Also, we want to start our plan with the wind turbines on the lake. We want to reduce utility bills. We have got to get NIPSCO under control. They are a monopoly here in the city of Gary. And that's something that we can do with no money. There's so many federal government opportunities out there for green energy that I think that that's something that we can do on day 1 to bring in. But government has to be a catalyst for change, and we are so used to the same old. And I'm just ready to get away from it. I'm ready to change this community, not just for myself, not just for my children who live here and go to school here, but for everybody in this city. And so with that, I ask for all of you all support on May 3rd. I ask you to go knock on your neighbors' doors, your cousins' doors, everybody you know, until you get a good feeling that we have the support that we need to win this election. Out here, there's plenty of flyers, there are brochures. We have the yard signs. We want your address so we can come put them out in your yard. Everything that shows these other candidates that they are not going to keep getting away with the same stuff that they've been doing. So with that, I thank everybody for coming. Please go in the back and eat and pick up your things on the way out the door. Thank you. Campaign director, Mr. Lamar Taylor.
Thank you.